So, hello, good afternoon for everybody that is connected here. My name is Rodrigo Iglesias, and I'm the International Director of ABIMAPI, the Brazilian Manufacturers Association of biscuit, pasta, breads, and cakes. So, together with us are the Brazilian General Consulate in New York, and a partner, important partner of Brazil and United States. So, we're pleased to get in touch with them, to contact the other partners and potential buyers and retailers and importers. Contacts that are important for the Brazilian companies make business in US. So here are also the CEO of Vapza. Vapza is an ABIMAPI member and part of our program in partnership with Apex-Brasil. That is the Brazilian Trade and Investment Promotion Agency, that a government institution that we have a partnership here in Brazil to promote Brazilian companies abroad. So we are glad that also the export manager of Vapza, Eloilene, also with us here at the meeting, and our promotion coordinator at ABIMAPI, Renata. So thank you everybody to being connected with us during this meeting. So we are getting started with our Deputy Consul in New York, Fernando. So Fernando, thank you so much for your time and for organizing with us this conference, online conference with partners and also potential buyers and partners of Vapza in the United States. Thank you so much. So please, I appreciate if you make the first introduction of our meeting.
Thank you very much, Rodrigo. Thank you for your introduction. As you said, I'm Fernando Sena. I'm the Deputy Consul General of Brazil in New York, and it is really a pleasure for me to participate in this Brazil-US business connection for packaged food meeting with Vapza. I really thank ABIMAPI, the Brazilian Association of Biscuits, Pasta, Packaged Breads and Cakes, for reaching out to the Brazilian Consulate a few weeks ago for us to continue our interactions and partnerships especially now during the pandemic. ABIMAPI and the Consulate General in New York, we have worked together on many occasions, including in the famous summer fancy food here in New York City. And we have worked together to promote Brazilian exports to the United States, to the US market, and mainly in our area of operation, which is New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and also in a way to strengthen the relations between Brazil and the United States. Also, let me thank also ABIMAPI for selecting Vapza for this business connection. We are very pleased and welcome Enrico Milani, CEO of Vapza, and Eleonene Monzani, the Vapza's export manager for this meeting. And of course, before we start, I also would like, as you did, to Rodrigo, to thank everybody, the potential buyers, distributors, and all the colleagues who are interested in Brazil-US relations, commercial relations, investment relations, in attending this business connection. I think an innovative platform for strengthening commercial ties and relations. And I hope it's going to be, and I'm confident it's going to be very useful and very interesting to all the participants. So I have a few, to start a dialogue with our colleagues from Vapza. I have here some questions. I don't think they're very difficult questions, but the idea is to have a dialogue with them so that we can understand more Vapza and of course ABIMAPI, because it's a part of Vapza. So ABIMAPI. So first of all, welcome Enrico Milani, CEO, and Leonelli Monzani. And I think that the obvious questions for many people already know, but for those who not yet know, if you can explain more about what is Vapza, what is your company about? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fernando, for this time here. I want to first of all say thank you to ABIMAPI to invite us to participate of this talk. Thank you, Fernando, for you also, and the people from the consulate. I want to say hello for our partners in Canada. They are here. Our broker Caroline and Jim from Brandseed, and Anton from Unify. They are enjoying us in this talk with us, and with Mr. Flavio. He is also our partner in Canada. So, what is Vapza? Vapza is a industry. We are in south of Brazil, in the state of Paraná. We bought this technology in 1995 from France to start to develop a new business here in Brazil. So we bought this technology for processing foods like vegetables and develop new products from Brazil to the world. So we bought the technology to produce the potatoes, and now we have more than 100 products in our line. So Vapza is a food industry. We do vegetables, grains, and protein in shelf-stable products, and without the products doesn't need refrigeration. So in this time, we are having like a crazy time with the pandemic, but it's the same time it's a special time because our products are getting a lot of the sales is growing a lot because it's a very safe product and really easy to the people who have to stay in their house, working and cooking, and it's very practical to people like who don't know like do any kind of food. So we are looking to always develop a new product, giving a practical and healthy food for the people. So
that's great.
This is a little bit about our company.
No, thank you very much. Indeed, it's a sector that is, I'm sure, is very interesting to the U.S. market, because indeed the Brazilian agriculture, Brazilian food industry is excellent, and I'm sure our U.S. colleagues know about it, and I'm sure this meeting today will also confirm this reality. Can you tell us more about what are the products that Vapza make, and I believe what kind of care is taken from your factory until your products reach the final consumers, the final destination?
Okay, so we produce a lot of grains like rice, beans, chickpeas, lentils. We produce also vegetables, cassava, potatoes, mixed vegetables. We do the meat protein with pork, like jerked beef, chicken, and we have a good line of organic food, organic grains mostly, like a mix of quinoa, 7 grains, chickpeas, beans. So this is our whole line for retail, and also we have almost the same products for food service. We supply like big chains in Brazil, like McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, Domino's. We supply the airlines caterings here in Brazil, like Latam, Azul. So our products, we can we can sell our products. We can put our products in many kind of facilities. So we guarantee the raw material it's certified. So we buy from the growers, or we buy from the big plants of proteins. All of them are certified to send the products for us. So we have a strong quality of to make sure the products are good for our production.
Excellent. And indeed, something that I also saw in your website is that you focus on practicality and speed in the preparation of healthy, safe, and tasty food. And it's welcome. Can I also, it's just a curiosity, does Vapza also take into account concerns with sustainability and social responsibility, the well-being of population?
Yes, yeah. We generate 100 of direct employers in Brazil. We have a large growers who work with us. So they are small growers. So we can we give like a prosperity like for the beside of Brazil. There's not a close of the big cities. So we try to work a lot with this kind of people, not with the big growers. We do a lot of sustainable things with the treatment of the water, the rubbish, all of the things, the process we don't use to the end of the production.
Waste management.
Waste management, yes, a lot of these. The energy, it's with LED energy. We change all the factory energy stuff, and this is give us a lot of benefits and better costs also. So we are
very
looking
well.
For
Fernando, just a quick message. We have someone that raised a hand. I think that Jessica, you have raised your hand, right? Or not? Just to check if you want to say something or not, just to check. If you want to talk, just put on your microphone. Okay, just to check. If someone wants to ask some question, please, we have the chat. You can use it to write your question if you don't want to talk directly with your microphone. But if someone has some question, please, we are available. Jessica, can you talk? I don't know exactly if you have your microphone on. Let's go ahead, Fernando.
Sure, yeah. So if Enrico, can you tell us a little more about how when Vapza was created? You mentioned already your experience in technologies in the 1995, if I understood. Are there reasons for the opening of your company? I'm curious also about the name. I understand also you are in Paraná, if you can just confirm that. And are there any relations with the history of grain production in Brazil?
No, Fernando. We are in Paraná state. We are like 200 kilometers from Curitiba. When the factory was installed in Castro, is the name of the city. It was because there is a large production of potatoes. So the technology starts in France because in France they have just one. They they do potatoes just one time during the year. They take off the ground. So the small potatoes, they don't have enough to do, and they leave these small potatoes on the ground. So they create this technology to give more value for this kind of products. So start to processing, take the peeling, and do the shelf-stable products with large shelf life, and give more value to this kind of products. So because of this, our factory was installed in Castro, because it's a larger production of potato here in Brazil. This is a little bit about when it starts, but after this we start to develop a lot of new kind of products, like typical Brazilian products, and then after we start with the grains, what you said, it's true. The region we are is very strong with grains also, like beans, black beans, brown beans, and soybeans. And in the state of Paraná, there is a lot of factories of chicken also. So it's I believe is the biggest production in Brazil is in the Paraná state of chicken also.
Yes, I remember last year we had the opportunity to have a Paraná Day here in New York City.
Oh, nice.
And it was very, very interesting with the presence of the governor and many people from the government of Paraná. So now, where can we find Vapza's products outside Brazil? Does your company already operate in the United States?
Yes, we have in United States. You have 3 partners in United States, 2 in Florida and 1 in close of New York. So this year we having some supermarkets, not in the famous ones, starting like the Latino supermarkets, in Brazilian supermarkets, and now we close a deal with a big company in Florida. We send like this year almost 1 million units of rice for them. They are selling this to the government of US. So it was a big opportunity for us to start a big deal in US now. And we are in Europe also. We have some clients in Germany, Portugal, England. We are in Canada with our partners who enjoy us here. And South America, we are in some countries here in South America also. So this is a little bit, we are almost at 12 countries exporting.
Oh,
And last year we got a good certification called BRC. It's a high quality certification for food safety products. So this certification opened a lot of doors for us, like a lot of opportunities, because this guarantee our product is safe and can be used for anyone and can be bought for any kind of chain of supermarket or food service. So we are very, very happy with this, because we work a lot in this certification, and we got this last year. So we hope, and we are working a lot to improve and growing more with our exportation.
Excellent. Very good to know that you already have a presence here. You already opened the doors, so I'm sure US colleagues who are listening now, they of course will take very much this into account. And I have one final question. I think you mentioned in the beginning about the pandemic, and my question would be, what are the challenges nowadays? What are the opportunities? And how is Vapza adapting to this new reality or this pandemic? How is your operations in Brazil and also in the abroad, outside Brazil during COVID?
So here in Brazil, in our factory you don't have too much impact because when start like in the beginning of the March, we provide a lot of new regulations inside the factory. We put like old people in home. We did a lot of home office with our people. So in the factory, we doesn't have any kind of problem. Our sales start to growing more in the retail market. In the same time with the food service like stop to sale. So food service stopped like for 3 months in Brazil. All of the chains and restaurants, bars, everything was closed. And now they start to begin to open. But in the retail was our sellout, like we growing like 100% in our sellout. It was very good for us because in the beginning of the pandemic we were very scary what is going on. People like it's going to lose their jobs. There is no money in the market, so anybody doesn't know what is going on. But we have a good news it was our products were selling good. So this was a good for us because people start to tasting our products, to see the benefits of this, because it's very easy for people like open and cooking. They don't have a lot of time to do. So it was a nice experience for this. This is the good things stay about this pandemic. And for US, we did a good business also about this company I told you before. We are selling to the food bank. So this was a nice. It was really nice for us. And in Europe also the sales start to growing a lot because they stayed a long time in the quarantine, and some places still in quarantine. So we believe we got good opportunities in this time.
Thank you very much, Enrico. I also would like maybe to invite everybody to check in your website. I myself visited. There is all the products, the packages. I think it's very interesting to look at it, to see all the products and everything that you mentioned today. So from my side, those were the questions. I just want to say that the Brazilian Consulate General in New York has a dedicated expert team of colleagues who work 24/7 on trade promotion, investments, and we are now actually there is a new person arrived for the section as diplomat also, Secretary Bruno Traça Simões. So we are at your disposal of Vapza, of ABIMAPI, and all the Brazilian entrepreneurs to promote Brazilian exports to the US market. So I'll pass the floor back maybe to Rodrigo, and then But just to say that we remain at your disposal for anything that is necessary. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fernando. I have some information to share with you about this pandemic situation here in Brazil. So just to say you that we have grown in all the sector here in Brazil. Of course that we have a lot of challenge during this time. So just to have a quick overview about ABIMAPI, we have more than 100 members of manufacturers. Vapza is one of our members. So we have pasta manufacturers, biscuit, cookies, and of course, packaged food like Vapza with chickpeas and other products like, as already Enrico have presented to you. So we have shared here their website so we can have an overview. Their website is in Portuguese, but you can change to English, of course. So we have other members, so we are gonna schedule online business meetings for importers, distributors, retailers, wholesalers, and for the e-commerce. So we have an agenda specifically for the US buyers. So we have an online form, so you can schedule yourself to take part of it. So I'm going to share here at the chat. So at this online form, you can subscribe yourself to check more about the Brazilian companies and of course ABIMAPI members, and including Vapza. Vapza is part of our online business meeting. So we are going to start in next week. So we have 5 different kind of meetings. Starting on next week in July till the beginning of October. So we are going to have a lot of meetings, specifically for the West in August. So we have the second quarter of August prepared specifically for the West. So maybe you're going to be invited by our matchmaker to get in touch with the Brazilian companies. So please, if you want to subscribe yourself to take part of it, it's already available. And of course, if you want to meet some other companies from ABIMAPI, we are ready to present you. So here also our contact email address, contact@abimapi.com.br. And please, if you have any questions, so we can also invite you to ask for Vapza and us from ABIMAPI and of course the Brazilian General Consulate. Anyone have any questions to make or maybe any consideration of our meeting?
Hello, I'd like just to introduce myself and say that I'm very happy to be working with you now in New York. And I'd like to tell a personal story about Vapza because before I came to New York, I was posted in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is, well, China, the other side of the world. And there was a lonely trader, a woman, that was selling Vapza products to the Brazilian communities there. And I and my wife, we were clients. We used to, especially to enjoy the jerked beef. So what this small experience can attest is that the product can survive traveling long distances and being stored in ships and everything and arriving the other side of the planet and being a very nice meal, just like it was made in Brazil. So it's a pleasure to see that we're growing business and expanding also in the US, and we'll be here to help you, whatever we can do to help. All right?
All right. Thank you very much for this, Bruno. Nice to meet you.
Maybe I'll go next on behalf of Caroline and myself for Brand Seed Marketing in Canada. We're excited. We're just getting started here. And we appreciate the fact that, both Vapza and Flavio have helped us, given quite a few tools to help with the retailers and presenting the brand here. So we look forward to it.
Thank you, Jim. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So anyone more have any question or make any consideration? Flavio?
Yeah, just to clarify that Jim is the president of Brand Seed Marketing. They are our brokers here in Canada. and we are also exploring some opportunities in the US. We are very happy with the team. They're very hardworking and very creative, and we foresee good results for the year. We just received a container with the new packaging included, external packaging, which will help us reach out to more and more retailers here in Canada. So I'm really pleased to have Vapza amongst our brands here in Canada.
Yes, Flavio, he is working with us to start to develop the Canadian market. Then he find Unify and find Jim and Brand Seed. We are very happy to start to work with them. We believe we have great opportunities in Canada, and I hope I can visit you soon.
Yeah, and Anton Bueno, I believe you know Rodrigo, because he was at the Natural Tech trade show last year in June in São Paulo. So
yes, thank you very much for inviting me. And Rodrigo and Enrico, we've met in person. Yeah. And Flavio, thank you very much for introducing us. We've got a team here. We've got Flavio and Jim's team here to get this brand going. Please note that this is a long-term investment, and we want to pursue this because Vapza is exactly the brand that we are looking for, with the certifications that they need in terms of organic certifications. But we are also looking at the bigger picture because Vapza has a bigger lineup of products. And with the Unify, we want to try and develop the import project here, but also the fact that there's also opportunity aside from the line of products for food service. So these are opportunities that we're starting to develop. It is in initial stages. The COVID had picked up in terms of numbers. Sales have grown really high in terms of my category. But the challenges we're facing is that the launch would happen right in the middle of COVID. But again, this is a long-term project, and we're looking forward to growing not only with Vapza, but also the other opportunities with Brazil, because we've been invited for the last the show. It was a great show, and there's a lot of opportunities for us to look further than this.
Thank you, Anton. Thank you so much. So I don't want to take a lot of time of you guys. So I just wanted to ask if someone have any other question or any other consideration, as we have promoted these even just 30 minutes of your time. So I just have let's ask for any consideration if you have. If you don't, we really appreciate your time today. It's an important moment that we are facing a lot of challenge, of course, globally, not only Brazil and US, we know that. So we are here to support business and, of course, to raise the opportunities that we see in this field of food factories and manufacturers of processed food and quality food and organic food. So we have Vapza as an important member of ABIMAPI, so we appreciate a lot to promote them, and of course the other members that we have at ABIMAPI. So it will be a pleasure to have you on our online business meetings, starting from next week till the beginning of October. So please schedule time to be with us during this event online. Unfortunately, until we have a change on this situation of coronavirus, we are gonna be online. We plan to be at Chicago for PLMA. This is the Private Label Manufacturers Association. So this is the biggest trade fair for private label. Vapza is one of ABIMAPI members that are scheduled to be part of this Brazilian group at Chicago in US in November. This is our plan to be there. So we hope to be with you soon in November, expecting a better moment for everybody to be together again physically in a trade fair. So That's it. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll be open to questions and other consideration by mail. We appreciate a lot your time this afternoon. Thank you so much. Fernando, if you wanna say goodbye for all.
Of course. Goodbye, and thank you very much for everybody for attending. Thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you, Enrico, and I thank you. But again, count on us to continue working together.
Okay, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Rodrigo, Fernando. And sorry about my English, not very good, not fluent.
That's okay.
Have to practice more.
Enrico, I would like to have your email. Can I?
For sure.
This is Antonio Almeida from New York.
Okay, I'm gonna send my email here in the chat.
Okay, please.
At any problem, of course, that we are available. But here, Enrico Milani at vapza.com.br. That's it.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you,
everybody. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you very much.
After the meeting, we are gonna send an email to put in contact with Vapza directly. If you have subscribed yourself for this online meeting, so you're gonna receive an email from us also. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time and consideration to being here with us during this afternoon. We really appreciate. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.